13. Katsina had 13. Ondo had 13 as well. Others are Ogun State with 6, Kano 5, Nasarawa 4, Gombe 2, Ekiti 2, and Borno, which recorded 1 new case. 36,603 cases have been recorded and confirmed in Nigeria. 15,105 cases have been discharged from across different isolation centers in Nigeria, and 789 deaths have been recorded in all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. In the meantime, Nigeria's Foreign Affairs Minister Godfrey Onyema last night confirmed that he has tested positive for the novel coronavirus. Onyema said via Twitter that following the development, he was heading for isolation and treatment in a health facility, praying for the best. The Nigeria Foreign Minister is one of the officials in the Presidential Task Force laden with the responsibility of curbing the COVID-19 spread in Nigeria. From the educational sector, the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board, JAMB, has approved August 21 for tertiary institutions across Nigeria to commence first and second choice admissions for the 2020-2021 session. This was contained in the 2020 admissions guidelines signed by JAMB's registrar, Ishak Oloyede. He signed the guidelines last night. The board warned institutions not to bypass the Central Admissions Processing System, CAPS, through which admissions must be conducted. Last month, JAMB approved 160 and above as a 2020 national minimum cutoff for admissions into public universities. The board also approved 140 as minimum cutoff score for admissions into private universities. Just 4 days after the partial closure of the Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos for rehabilitation, officials of the Federal Ministry of Works and the Lagos State government have inspected repair works being done on alternative routes. The Federal Controller of Works in Lagos, Olukayode Popola, during an assessment tour, noted that the rehabilitation process was progressing as scheduled. He said both the federal and state governments were tackling the rehabilitation works simultaneously on different access paths. They include the Ido-Oyinbo Road, the Independence Tunnel on Ikorodu Road, and Igomu Bridge. In a related development, the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASTMA, says it is collaborating with the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, Lagos State Council, to ease traffic movement during the closure of the Third Mainland Bridge. The repair of the bridge by the Federal Ministry of Works is expected to last 6 months, starting from July 24. The main aim is to fix worn-out expansion joints on the bridge. The General Manager of LASTMA, Olajide Oduyoye, said in a statement today by Mr. Olumide Filade, Assistant Director of Public Affairs, that LASTMA and NURTW had pledged to collaborate in the repair works. And finally, let's also tell you that the Executive Secretary of the Kano State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, Sali Gigi, has disclosed that 2 bridges have been washed away by flood in 2 local government areas of the state. Gili said the flood affected not less than 3,954 persons in 7 local government areas in Kano State. That news, that tidbit would open the second segment of Outside the Arena. This is the part where you get to talk. You get to talk back, give us feedback, and this morning we are going to focus our attention on floods. 3,954 persons in 7 local governments in Kano State were affected, and indeed the floods actually washed away 2 bridges in that part of town. The question is simple this morning. The rains in some parts have continued. The rains have stopped in some parts. As an individual or as a group, how have you battled the floods in your locality, in your area? What have you done? You as an individual or as a group, how have you combated the flooding in your area? I just gave you information of what happened in Kano. 2 bridges have been washed away, and indeed 954 persons across 7 local governments have been grossly affected by the floods. What are you doing in your area as an individual? 0700-000889. Those are the numbers to call this morning to be a part of Outside the Arena right here on your Frequency of Champions. So if you have the answers to my questions, simply get on board. Join me this morning as we continue to look at the issue, the big issue of flooding. The rains have been heavy in some parts, and in doing so, damages are really occurred. This is not just flooding, big cases of flooding. What have you done as an individual in your area? Or what have you done as a group? Leave government now. You as an individual, what have you done? Hello.
Hello, Anthony.
Good morning.
Anthony.
What's your name?
My name is Dr. Okay.
Wait, say your name again. I can barely hear you.
My name is Okay.
Please, you'd have to call us back if you can. Your phone line is not very clear. We're looking at flooding this morning, and we're asking you, as an individual or a group, what have you done to battle flooding? What have you done to battle the situation in your area or your locality? You can get on board this morning because they're not smiling in Kano State. The Executive Secretary of the Kano State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, talking about Sali Jili, has disclosed that 2 bridges have been washed away by floods in that part of town. Floods in 2 local government areas of the state. And according to Jili, the floods have not only affected 7 local government areas, and 3,954 persons have also been affected in the process. So one question has been begging for answers. What have you done as an individual, whether in Lagos, whether in Onitsha, whether in Kano, whether in Enugu, or as a group, what have you done in your street, in your locality? These are the questions I want you to answer this morning as we continue to look outside the arena on your Frequency of Champions. Remember the numbers: 0700-000889. We're looking outside the arena, and you can quickly get on board. On Facebook, I have Abdul Hakim Abdulaziz, who says, great job over there. Thank you very much, Abdul Hakim. I have Fami Kimwa. I hope I got your name, Ayomikule. And he says, Anthony Bekederemo, thank you very much for taking us outside the arena. So what have you done in your locality? What have you done to help reduce the impact and the effect of flooding? What have you done? Leave the government first of all. What have you done as an individual or group? These are the questions we want you to answer this morning as we continue to look outside the arena, outside of sports. If you have been affected by floods, the heavy rains, how did you cope? And what indeed did you do so that you do not suffer losses in terms of property or even lives? Talk to me this morning. We are outside the arena on your Frequency of Champions. Let's take a breather. We'll come back after this time out with more information, and we'll take your contributions. We'll be back after this time out. Stay with us.
Check it out, y'all.
And I'm scored!
Alright, that was pretty good.
Thriller FM, always on the ball. Every day,
Identify your station.
88.9 Thriller FM. When the fans asked for more, we at Sports Radio 88.9 Thriller FM gave them 4 wishes and a magical line. It simply means when you call 0700000889, you're routed through 4 different lines. So when you dial the magical number 0700000889, you get through to us on 4 lines. That means you have 4-in-1 chance of having your voice heard on your favorite radio station. So go ahead and start dialing. It's the 4-in-1 package from home of the fans.
Welcome back, still outside the arena on Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM. Let's continue to talk about our flooding this morning. How have you coped? What have you done as an individual or a group? 0700000889. And those are the numbers to call this morning as we continue to look outside the arena reloaded. We started off by informing you that the Executive Secretary of the Kano State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, Salejili, disclosed that 2 bridges were washed away by floods in 2 local government areas of the state. And indeed, 3,954 persons have been affected. And when you look at 7 local government areas in the state. So how have you coped with the flooding, etc.? That's the question this morning. We're looking outside the arena. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
Mr. Okay.
What is your name?
Mr. Okay.
Okay. We're talking flooding this morning, not Chelsea.
Yeah?
How have you coped with the floods in your area?
People are coming outside.
I don't think we're on the same page, on the same wavelength. Please listen to us once again, and then you call us back if you want to contribute. We're looking at floods, the flooding. What have you done as an individual? How have you coped? How have you been able to fight the floods, individual or group? That's the question we're talking about. Remember, we're outside the arena. 0700000889. Those are the numbers to call this morning to be a part. Alternatively, you can also reach us on Facebook. Sports Radio Bula FM remains our fan page address. Once you like our page, you can watch us live, and you can also post your comments and your contributions. Let's go there. It's outside the arena on your frequency of champions. Let's also quickly add this morning that the Winneba District Magistrate Court in Ghana, presided over by Isaac Oheneba Kufuor, has granted bail in the sum of 5,000 Ghanaian cedis with authority each to 2 Nigerians over kidnapping. Duru Favor, 26, an artist, and Paul Okafo, 29, a businessman, kidnapped 39 other Nigerians, trafficked them into the country, and kept them at Gomwa Pomadze. The victims were allegedly used to commit cyber fraud. The 2 pleaded not guilty to the charges of kidnapping and use of trafficked persons. They are to reappear before the court on July 23, 2020. That's in 3 days' time. Chief Superintendent Samuel Okanta, an officer in charge of the Winneba Police Command, said that Charles Ikorok, another Nigerian, was the complainant, and they had to take action. We're still outside the arena on your frequency of champions, Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM. Our topic still stands. It's about flooding and how flooding have continued to ravage localities across Nigeria. How have you coped? What have you done? Whether as a group or whether as an individual, that is my question to you this morning as we continue to look outside of sports, look outside the outside, and we're looking outside the arena. Remember the number 0700000889. Those are the numbers to call this morning as we look at the largest society right here on your frequency of champions. We took our cue from Kano State, where latest news concerning floods have not been very, very good. 2 bridges have been washed and nearly 4,000 people have been affected. What is the situation in your area? What is the situation in your locality? These are some questions begging for answers right here, right now on Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM. Outside the arena reloaded right here and right here, right now. Let's look at this one as we, of course, look outside the arena. Maintenance has started, and very, very soon the 3rd Mainland Bridge in Lagos will be shut down, and will be shut down for 6 months. What have you noticed Repair works have started on the alternative routes. We look at the Independence Tunnel, Ikorodu Road, Ikomu Bridge, and indeed the Ido Onyingbo Road. These are some alternative routes that are being fixed for the time being, pending the repair of the Ted Millen Bridge. Outside the Arena Reloaded on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. We can of course also give you news that you can use outside of sports, and continue to stay safe, continue to take care of yourself in these very, very trying times. We must of course call it a wrap at this point in time, but not before saluting all of you that made it possible this morning on the show. From the crew, the Big Sports Breakfast crew, and of course the rest of the team this morning, I salute all of you. Sharafa Akonibelo has been pressing the right buttons on the console. Josh Ike Okole has been on top of social media. Overdose was also here. Chidose Okoroji, not forgetting Mohamed Saliu. And indeed, we had Yinka Oyedele, part of the morning crew. My name is Anthony Beke Deremo. And indeed, I would go take a break. When we come back for the break, we'll navigate with ID Enang. That's it this morning. The show will make a return, same time, same station, right here on your Frequency of Champions. Please stay safe. Don't do what you're not supposed to do. Maintain all the health protocols, social distancing, wash your hand, and use hand sanitizers with alcohol base. And don't forget to use water and soap as the case may be. Stay safe. Keep your dial locked right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Indeed, action and programming will continue after this time out. Don't touch it. Stay with us right here on Brilla.
Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere.
Yes, you can take Brilla with you anywhere, everywhere.
The Brilla app is available for free download on Google Play. It is also there on the Apple iTunes Store. Yes, on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store.
Look out for the Brilla football and microphone logo with the letters BRILA in green colour.
That is our authentic app. It gives you Brilla FM, Brilla.net, BrillaSports.tv, and all the extra betting tips, live score, plus our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus, and YouTube posts.
Sports fun. You can post your videos and eyewitness reports.
Brilla, B-R-I-L-A. Available for download on Google Play and the Apple iTunes Store. Take Brilla anywhere, everywhere on your handset.
Good day, sir.
How you doing? Welcome.
I'm very fine, sir. Okay, see the job I don't bring and come.
Okay, everything.
Yeah, everything I did, sir, including the banner and the flyers.
Okay, let me quickly take a look at. Nice one. These flyers are sharp. Yeah, nice one.
Okay, I tell you before, say, I will do you well. I don't change the people when I dey work with. Now, I dey work with Brilla Press.
No, I complained the other time. Even my boss complained about everything.
Now make me come change to Brilla Press. Now, Brilla Press I dey work with now.
I can see everything. They are very sharp, very sharp.
You don't need to tell me, okay, anything when you want print, carry and go Brilla Press.
Oh yes, Brilla Press. At Brilla Press, we guarantee you the best in quality printing with up-to-date technology. Our services include ideas generation, conceptualization, design and production, from cards, calendars, books, magazines, t-shirts, banners and souvenirs. Brilla Press is located at 150 Kodu Road at Debowale House, Unikwanu, Lagos. Call us on 070-8860-6282 or 01-7379-776. For inquiries, email customer@brillapress.net. Our website is www.brillapress.com.
Brilla Press. On time, every time.
Check it out, y'all.
And they scored!
All right, that was pretty good.
Brilla FM, always on the ball.
Get
motivated, get inspired, get lifted, get involved. Transform your potential to make that decision today. Corporate Shepherds presents Navigate with ID, airing weekdays on this station at 11:55 a.m. For updates, please follow ID on Twitter and Instagram at IDNang.
This is Navigate with ID, brought to you by Corporate Shepherds.
Welcome, dear friends, to Navigate with ID. It's such a pleasure and honor to be with you today. I'm thankful to God for life. I'm thankful to God for the opportunity to be able to share. This is going to be a glorious week, and you and I will testify. Friends, we've been looking at succession planning and management, and this may jolly well be the part 4 of this series. Last time we looked at it from a family-owned business standpoint. But this period